What is up guys, I'm here back with another classic WoW Season of Mastery video. I hope you guys are enjoying the launch of Season of Mastery as much as I am, and with the launch of Season of Mastery, I wanted to show you guys a couple of gold farms that I am doing while leveling, in order to more comfortably afford my class training, as well as my level 40 mount and my level 60 mount. And I also want to have some leftover gold to invest into items for the future, so basically I'm doing what I can to make as much gold as possible, as early as possible. And don't worry, this video won't just include level to 60 as fast as possible in farm, it's more of a video showing you different gold farms you can do while leveling, to get both experience and the gold at the same time. And as a matter of fact, one of my favorite gold farms from this video is available in the high 30s, meaning some of you might be able to do this one right now. Before I get into the gold farms though, I want to let you guys know that I've made and published my own gold making guide for Classic WoW Season of Mastery, containing 38 different gold farms, suitable for all classes regardless of professions, as well as 36 different items to invest in, and if you want to make thousands of gold in Season of Mastery, this is your guide to do exactly that. Right now you can also get 50% off using the code Solheim, so make sure you check it out through the link down below in the video description and the pinned comment. With that being said, let's go farm some gold. Gold farm number 1 that I want to highlight is the Small Flame Sacks farm in Swamp of Sorrows. This is always my go-to location at level 34, and it's suitable for everyone level 34 and up. The mobs are between level 34 and 36, so if you are combining this farm with leveling, I would recommend using it from level 34 to 38 or 39. Small flame sacks are used in regular fire protection potions, which might be used a lot in Molten Core, as the greater fire protection potions might be a bit expensive, and a lot of people might choose to save those for Blackwing Lair or later in phase 1, meaning that small flame sacks could end up being used quite a lot in early Molten Core runs, and this is what makes this farm so lucrative. The fact that you can combine it with leveling at a pretty decent speed as well is another bonus to the farm itself, and the level range means you might be able to skip Stranglethorn Vale questing if you opt to farm for some gold while leveling instead, and STV is absolutely trash if you're playing on a PvP server. On top of that, you will also find some large fangs which are used in crafting rage potions for warriors, and you can also find wicked claws used in crafting Lionheart Helm and Wolf's Head Helm. As a last bonus, you can also find the Emerald Whelpling at this location, which can also net you some decent amount of gold if you're able to find a buyer for it. Another farm I will personally try to do if I can level up fast enough is the Elemental Fire farm in Arathi Highlands, which is located west in the zone itself at a red circle and drawn on the map. The mobs here are roughly level 38, and they have a pretty high drop chance of elemental fires, and they respawn pretty fast. This is one of the best elemental fire farming locations in the game, which also makes it incredibly popular, which is why I will probably only be doing this one if I can get ahead of the curve and have the location to myself. At level 42 you can farm for steel jaw snappers in Tarnaris, and this is actually a really underrated gold farm in my opinion, especially in phase 1 when raw gold is incredibly valuable. These turtles can drop some pretty expensive vendor trash, which is the primary reason to farm these in my opinion. They can also drop big mouth clams, which has a 0.5% chance to drop a golden pearl, which is worth a lot of gold, but your consistent gold per hour will be based on the vendor items you receive from the mobs. On top of that, if you have skinning, you can make even more gold by skinning them, as they will give you thick leather and heavy leather, which can be vendored for even more raw gold. There's also a vendor right next to the Bay Area at the farming location, meaning you can pretty much farm here 24/7 with no downtime whatsoever. On top of that, because these turtles don't drop any super items, it is a semi-low-key farm, which might mean there will be less competition for them, and for gold farming, having no competition for mob tanks is actually incredibly important. If this location is taken, you can also farm turtles on the eastern shore of the hinterlands for the same type of loot. At level 54 you can also head on over to Ungor Crater for another elemental fire gold farm, and the items you are farming for are elemental fires and essences of fire. You will also obtain hearts of fire, which become more and more useful later on, core of elements, coal, and a lot of vendor items, green, blues, and possibly even world drop epics. As these mobs are high enough level, you can also obtain traveler's backpacks from them, giving you even more gold, or extra bag space if you need it. This is a hotspot for elemental fire farming. It is a fairly popular farming location, and it's popular for a reason. It is incredibly efficient, it is packed with fire elementals, and they have a decent drop chance for elemental fire, 6% according to Wowhead, and as they are tied to a quest, you can forcibly spawn them, and they generally respawn a little bit faster than usual. I will also include a high level gold farm that I will personally be doing in the high 50s as well as level 60, and that is the Rotting Behemoths farm for the Greater Nature Protection recipe, as well as other items. This farm is located in the Western Plaguelands, and the mobs are level 55 to 56, meaning you will probably want to be at least level 55 before going here. Items you are farming for are Living Essence, the recipe for the Greater Nature Protection Potion, and random herbs. These moss elementals can drop any type of herb ranging from Peace Bloom to Grom's Blood, and anything in between, and that alone will provide you with a pretty consistent gold per hour. Add Living Essences on top of that, random junk items, and last but not least the jackpot item of recipe Greater Nature Protection Potion, which can drop from this location, and was worth hundreds of gold in Classic WoW. Personally, I love this location as it guarantees a decent gold per hour even without obtaining the jackpot item, and the jackpot item also provides a huge bonus and keeps you grinding for eternity. The Greater Nature Protection recipe won't be as lucrative in Phase 1 as it will be in later phases, such as Phase 5 and potentially even Phase 4 if we get revamped Sulgurub with new boss mechanics, which could also introduce some deadly nature damage effects, but if you're planning to level up fast, you can also take advantage of less competition for the mobs and farm up some Greater Nature Protection recipes to sell in later phases, and that is what I'm planning to do. Once again, for even more gold making information, I have a complete gold making guide for Classic WoW Season of Mastery, and the support has been insane so far, and I honestly really appreciate the support much more than you know. I will keep updating the guide throughout Season of Mastery, and once you purchase the guide you will also get the updates for free, always giving you the most up-to-date gold making information, so make sure you check that out through the link down below. I hope you are all having the time of your lives with the Season of Mastery launch. I hope to see some of you in game, and I also hope you enjoyed this video, and that it helps you make some gold. If you did enjoy the video, please consider dropping a like on it. It's honestly really appreciated and helps my channel out so much. And for more Season of Mastery content, make sure you subscribe. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.